as a communist?
I think I just started recording,
Before I said that or after?
but before. No, no, after. After.
Oh
Good.
shit.
Now you're cursing on stream.
Oh, did I? Oh dear.
Okay.
Well, if various other people in the world can do it, I should be able to. I mean, I didn't say fuck or anything, did
You just did.
I? Whoops.
Okay.
I apologize to all the religious people that would be offended by that word.
I don't. I'm fine. Okay, there we go. Okay, I'm not echoing. Perfect. Oh man.
Okay, so should I play guitar or what?
You know what? That's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Hmm.
Yeah, this is. It's probably a good idea to have a little intro music anyway. I mean, I'm not going to do it now, of course, but
Yeah. I mean, if you want to make something up, then that'd be great. Um. Yeah, there's been so much that I wanted to do, but all my time has been monopolized. So I've been kind of just doing my own thing.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm a little sad because I feel like this was really picking up, and now that I can't really focus on it anymore, I'm having a hard time getting the same traction.
Well, I guess that's one of the things that we can talk about in this event as well. It's like, how do people maintain consistency? And there isn't a the motivations for doing this are not necessarily in running parallel with the real world.
That's yeah. Also, just to let you know, the camera is right behind you, up in the sky.
Oh, all right. Am I looking at it if I do this?
If you can see the sun, then you can see the camera. Then you're looking at the camera.
I don't see the sun. What I do is I see your avatar.
Oh, it's up there.
Oh, so there's somebody in the room over there. It's the sun?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
welcome. And
no,
not.
We're live on YouTube right now. No current viewers. No live viewers, anyways.
I can do that really quickly and make sure my volume's turned down.
I did make sure that we weren't echoing or having any other issues. Yeah, I don't know if I can. Yeah, if you're gonna start something, that might be a better idea.
Well, I'm not sure that we had exactly the same ideas.
Oh, I.
I had a pretty good picture of what I thought you were trying to do, which I thought was great, but it isn't necessarily the same thing that I wanted to do.
Yeah.
I'm kind of a little more interested in doing things that have, a payoff right away. And when I say payoff, I don't necessarily mean money, but something where something comes out of it. I always like meetings where at the end there's a list of follow-up things to be done. So I come from old school organization where you coordinate people who have different abilities but similar interests.
Yeah.
And in order to have that organized, it's you show up on time. Once people are there, there's an agenda, and from the agenda you go through, and there's points that are made, and then there's a synopsis at the end, which usually leads to, God forbid, a committee meeting, or if not, if well, or you know, you can use some of the newer buzzwords for that. I don't even know what they are, um, but I know that it's quite common for small groups to get together in VR. You know, two or three people at a time. I just haven't seen it be terribly organized. It reminds me of other kinds of things where it's hard to it's hard to bring people together for that kind of organization unless it's super structured.
Right.
And then you're generally only going to get people that appreciate some kind of structure. So that's always a bit of a challenge too.
I'm appreciating structure more and more these days.
Yeah, I find it really helps me to have a schedule. So that's
Yeah.
and I don't mean helps me to be more productive, but I think helps me to be more happy. I don't feel like I'm missing something if I've got, I know in Thursdays I'm here at noon, and I get a chance to talk to other people that have similar interests. So it's kind of a natural to make sure that's permanently in my day book.
Yeah. Also, I'm very surprised at just us being the only ones here. Every other time, there's been so many people.
Yeah, I don't. So there wasn't any publicity. Is there a speaker today?
No.
Okay. Well, that's fine. It's I wasn't looking for a. Yeah, I don't. That part's fine. I think that what it is that if there is something that's going on that's very specific, I think you'll get a turnout.
Yeah.
And so I think that's where I'm at with the co-op. And I don't even know if co-op is the right word. It might be too old-fashioned for people. But as soon as I make that public, which I guess I'm doing that now, aren't I?
Yeah. You haven't named it. It's just like.
I have a rough name for it, but anyway. Yeah. So what's that become?
You're doing a little bit of an echo right now.
Am I too close to my microphone?
Yeah. VR Curtis here.
I'm echoing? Or...
Yeah. I think that you're echoing.
echoing through Barry?
Let's try that. Is it still echoing?
I think I hear. Yeah, I still hear myself. Are you on PC? No, you're in VR.
I'm on a PC. Be Kurt. Is he? He's not megaphone yet. There we go. VR Kurt, can you hear us?
Yes, I hear you.
Attention, VR Kurt.
Test.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, we can't hear you. You must be still muted.
No, I can hear him.
No, I'm not muted. He hears me.
I can't hear him.
But Arkin, you hear him. But you hear Arkin, though.
Yeah, that's weird.
Shall we enter?
Oh, his volume's at 0%. Oh, there it is. Sorry. Say something now, VR Kurt.
He's rejoining.
Okay, see, I made him go away from me. Hey, yes, much better. Thank you. Our first paying customer, and we cut him off. That was my fault. I didn't have you turned up on my volume.
Oh.
But now I can hear you.
You can do separate volumes.
Test.
Yeah. Yeah, if you click on the individual, you can change lots of stuff. Maybe that's just for mods. Hey, Iron Wolf is here.
I just went to go check on.
Am I still echoing?
Can I still hear myself? A little bit, yeah. I think I will be able to be like it's low enough where it won't drive me crazy.
Yeah, it's not driving me crazy.
Still love these reflections.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. You have the crazy X face. Everyone has the X face on themselves.
Has the what?
When I see yours, it looks normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, the X face. Yeah.
So this one does the time of day properly for the area it's in.
It should, but I don't think it is right now.
Oh,
No,
okay.
definitely not for me.
Because there's a clock over there, and usually the sunrise is at 2 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is like 6 a.m. Japan, and it's 4 a.m. in Japan right now.
Oh,
Sorry, Iron Wolf.
Yeah, so I kept trying to do some different things, and it wasn't working out. And if you look in the distance, you can see the Tokyo Skytree. You can teleport pretty rapidly, and that'll get you through.
I keep forgetting about things.
Oh, like if you looked at it from the original area, like you can see it over here. Yeah. It's generally located where it should be in real life, but it's just a JPEG from this distance. So.
Am I standing in front of it?
What? No. It's over there. It's definitely a taller one. I think that the tallest one is in like Dubai or something. Oh, I see. Yeah, if you. Dang. Well, I'm getting some messages. Oh no, Flutter can't make it. But yeah, I was just trying to recreate like the visual. So like if you stand in the beginning, you can see like I went onto the street view and saw where you could see it and put it in there. This will in real life. This is the Don Quixote. And apparently, in this universe, it's just karaoke. The general layout and structure is from Asakusa, Japan. So, it's the general layout, and like this building should be a building called Don Quixote. And this is a place that I've been in real life, but way like just their structures, and I plan on continuing to improve it over time.
Arkin, I just want to tell you that the recording has echo on it.
Oh, where does it?
On YouTube, there's an echo for sure.
Oh man.
Might be easier to turn it off for now.
Let me see if I can. Test.
What's going on? Oh, you're trying to find it? Oh, nice. Barry, does it still have echo?
listening. Go ahead. Yeah, sounds like the echo's off.
Okay, I think I think it was on my side, which is makes me sad. Ooh. Yeah, like pretty close to it. There's a big temple just down the street. And that's where like that huge torii gate is at, and it's pretty cool. Moving the camera a little bit. So one of the things I was kind of wanting to talk about that's been on my mind lately is the difference between um, PCVR and mobile VR. And the thing that got me thinking about that is that I was on VR chat recently, and I specifically was like using my PC to check out some worlds for the Rain Dance Film Festival, like immersive section. And right, but also it didn't suck, and that was the part that like I wanted to talk about. um for the first time in a long time, I went into a VR world and I was like awestruck again. I've been in so many.
Wait, hello?
Well, that's because we're all. Yeah, they really do, and it's. I think it's been one of the things that's like. I think it's kind of killing the industry. Is that like VR isn't like mobile VR isn't at a place that can like really immerse you like that in depth. Like it can, but it's just rare. So whenever I went into like an actual PCVR world and was able to like see all the shadows and like the depths and like really feel like I was there, like it kind of made me fall in love with VR again. Yeah, it's not the same. A- and like I'm already pushing the limits of what the headsets can handle. There's an invisible barrier, and if you kind of like teleport a lot, you can get through it. Yes. You might. I believe you do. I was using Oculus Link. I used to use a Valve Index, but then it one of the sensors died, and I haven't been able to afford to like get it going again. And obviously, that's like the big down draw is that it's expensive, but like I feel like the money is worth it. Um, but yeah, it was just like a basic, throw it on the PC, and then I could actually see things again. I also went. Well, there were a lot of worlds that I was able to see, and or not a lot that I was able to see. I was only able to see one, but there was one from last year that was like a robot world that was really nice, and then a slow motion dodge. Like I said, it was like slow motion dodge, but it was really just like a really nice story progression game that actually had like a save system. And yeah, I went through that. But one of the biggest downfalls was that they had like a main room that you can go and see posters of the worlds, but then when you actually tried to go in and like find the worlds, I could only find one of them, and it was actually really disappointing. Um, that's that's a good question, but like they didn't make that clear in the world. So yeah. I see. Yeah, that's. I mean, I get it because they were having some rough times with copyright infringement, but it makes it really rough. That's what I wonder, like how Banter's gonna handle that. What? No. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm. What? That's good. Also, what do you? I'm gonna. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. You're. Yeah. I mean, like I was gonna leave him be, but then he touched Barry, and I was like, that's too far.
I've been touched before. It's okay.
Yeah, but by kids.
I have been. I'm just megaphoning everybody because that somehow changed as well, including you, Arkin. There you go.
How? I've been here.
I don't know. We're all right now. But yeah, I saw the kid push me around, and I've been pushed around by kids before. I know what it's like.
Oh no,
Well,
you
I
megaphone.
totally forget that this platform lets you do that, as opposed to the other ones where you just walk through people.
Yeah, it's kind of good, kind of bad. I wish there was like a.
Yeah.
I mean, I think there's a toggle.
Is there a space
Yeah,
bubble in here, or a personal bubble, or anything like that, or they don't do
Yeah,
that?
if you
on
go
your
to
settings, I think.
settings. And then I think it's under. Is it under comfort?
You had
Personal
a
space
couple of
bubble, yeah.
options. You
Yeah,
have
personal space bubble. Fade out other users' avatars inside this radius.
you can under comfort you can disable hand grabbing
There it is.
as well.
Okay.
Yeah. You can use your anchor so your avatar doesn't move if you try pushing it.
A lot of options now.
And that free fall thing, that's weird.
Yeah, it is for sure.
It's like, yeah, let's catch a
You know,
breeze in the middle of the street.
Am
Show
I
me
sliding?
that in the VR chat. Or,
Yeah.
Oh man, I just look weird. I was hoping I didn't. I looked on the stream and I was just like, I just look like I'm laying on my side with my arm reached out.
Yep.
But I felt like I was laying on my back.
But did it make you get sick?
Oh no, I was laying on my back looking up at this guy.
Ugh.
but I think
No,
that
thank you.
clock is wrong. It should be 16 and not 4.
Oh, for
What's
military time? Military time, you're saying?
Yeah, normal time. Yeah.
Oh no, it's Japan time.
Yeah, but isn't it 16 in Japan? No?
No.
That's
It should
AM,
be.
right?
Yeah, this
Oh,
should
it's
be
okay.
4 a.m.
Yeah.
The sun
11
shouldn't
in
be
the
out,
morning.
so
Oh no, the weather in here's wrong.
yeah. It was right before. I think once I get it working again and publish this world properly, I'm going to make like an event like the like Land of the Rising Sun Sunrise Watch
Okay, cool.
because it's the first sunrise in the world.
But you've been to Pony's Japanese place, right?
I didn't go to his Japanese place. I went to his Tron World.
Let's see if I
Yeah, that
can
was
find
cool.
a. Is this an event, by the way, in here?
This is an event, so we're gonna go until for like another half an hour.
Yeah.
But I needed to get the word out a little bit more, and I've had a new job, and I've been working the night shift, so my sleep schedule's completely messed up, and I'm running on a very little sleep.
Not good.
Yeah, and it's very hard to do like social campaigns while you're like half asleep all the time. Like people come back like, you misspelled the word the, I think. And I'm like, oh yeah, I did. But
Oh my
I
god,
have
so many.
I have a speaker lined up for the 24th of July, and they're pretty good. I'm gonna do a hard push on that for that to be a pretty big event. So we'll see how that goes. Barry, how you doing? Yep, he's here. Yeah, so I was just kind of like looking at some other stuff. There was a platform that I saw recently that's like called PR1, I think. And they are a mobile for not mobile like uh a window was a browser first game, and it's not really a game, it's just like a meeting place, and they're like talking about how they have like oh, he's gone, life size world that you can kind of claim land on, and it's pretty interesting. The graphics are really bad, and that's kind of concerning.
Which game
But
was it you said?
I think it's a PR1. It's kind of a newer situation. Let me verify. Oh, RP1.
Oh, did you do that? RP1?
I checked it out. Yeah.
It was today, right? They had an event today. I missed it.
Yeah, I jumped on for just a minute to just check it out real quick, and my takeaways are like the strengths are that it has the ability to have a lot of people in one space.
Right.
But the downfalls are that the graphics are just not impressive.
And the avatars. Do they do any avatars yet, or are they still those lame looking things?
Still the lame looking things, and I don't know what
Okay.
they have in mind for the avatars, and I think that you're restricted. They'll probably be restricted on their avatars to have like extreme low poly because
Because of the
there's
number of people and all that. Yeah, you got to render all that crap. So yeah,
yeah. So
it can
I
cause
don't know how they're
problems.
gonna deal with that. But I mean, Roblox did it, and they're fine. I don't like them, but they're doing all right.
Oh, Roblox, really? I haven't gone in there in a long time.
Oh, they're huge.
Yeah, but in VR though, it was originally wasn't VR. So
No,
they got that cleaned up then.
I don't know how well they cleaned it up. I just know that they're like a virtual platform that's gotten really big, and they do have some VR, but I don't know how good it is.
Well, I went in there once, and I mean, it was interesting, but then there was a million kids in there, it drove me nuts, and then the menuing was all weird because it was
Really?
like combination stuff that was made for a PC, not for a VR. So the interfaces were all messed up. They weren't really dedicated to VR, so you could get yourself locked and trapped and all that stuff, and you have to restart. And so I haven't been in a long time though. I don't know how it's changed or anything. So
Yeah, I want to check that out again sometime, but I haven't been able to get in. Am I still echoing on that thing?
have you checked out Viverse?
Oh, I did. And I specifically went in to check out Flutter's World, and it was really good.
Oh, Flutter's over there. Oh, okay.
Yeah, she made a whole give me a second. She made a whole mermaid map, and it was actually really nice.
Oh, cool. I'm not. I've been there a few times, but I didn't really get into it yet. But I wanted to check it out. But they were going to do some interesting things for developers and world creators, where you could come in from different platforms and stuff. So, and it seems like they're throwing a lot of money at it. So that's why it's still going, and it'll grow if they keep making things better. But it's the only it's one platform I see that has some good development stuff going on in it, for coding and updates and stuff, which I was surprised. I was like, these guys just came out of like nowhere. It seemed like it was like they changed focus, I guess, and that's why it's changed. It's gotten more traction now.
Yeah, a lot of people seem to be really focusing on the idea of having a social platform, and it's kind of cool because there's a lot of them, but everyone's so decentralized now.
Right. And then WebXR being a big push. See, I see what happened. You know how you have these AR glasses that are coming out? And I don't know if they do WebXR. I don't think they do. Because they don't have they don't have the cameras in the front to check your space and, to give you that immersed. So I asked a question and I never got a response from one of the glass makers. I said, can you do WebXR? And they never responded. But so I was thinking, I checked out someone's AR glasses like a year ago and they didn't do what I wanted to do. There's a feature within Sketchfab that you can go into AR mode, immersive mode, when you're looking at a model, and it's cool. It's so much easier than having to bring a model into your Unity project to look at it, as opposed to, I can be in Sketchfab and just zoom in and look at and be immersed with the object to see if it's what I want or not. See how good it looks up close, and you can walk around it and everything else. So it's nice. And I never knew that Sketchfab did that, until I brought it up in the Quest browser, and I'm like, oh, this is cool. I can actually go in immersive mode with an object.
Yeah, I think that there's a lot of really cool stuff that that people have a hard time advertising or getting it out there because putting like VR glasses on makes it really hard. But have you seen the Snapchat glasses?
I've heard of it, but I don't know what the capabilities of those things are.
I tried it out, and the capabilities are good. The field of view isn't amazing, but what you can see is bright and clear, and not like a shadow. Because I've played on some VR glass or some XR glasses that are just kind of like an overlay and not like there. Like
or it's an echo of a screen on your PC or something like that too, right? You can do stuff. Yeah. So but if you buy their like little standalone computer, then you can have their interface, right? I don't know if Snapchat does that. I don't know what they're doing for an interface, but
Their glasses are just like their glasses by themselves, and they're really good. But I think that buying the glasses is about $1,000, and they're big and bulky because everything is
oh
just built
shit.
in.
Oh,
They're
okay. Oh,
not.
so it has its own interface and everything inside it, or is it through the
Yep.
cloud? Or is it like a
No,
cloud
it's
interface?
it's on the glasses, and like it all like hand controlled, and
Oh,
it's
really?
actually
Oh,
very impressive.
okay.
But you
I
do
just
look
don't
like
know
a
about that company, VR vendor or whatever, AR vendor. Are they decent or
um
it's a lot
which
of
one
money to
that is?
spend on somebody that's Snapchat or Snap, whatever they are. Snaps, what are they,
Yeah.
spectacles or something they call them?
Oh yeah, that's it. They're really good as a company. I it's kind of a mixed bag because they have their Snapchat like app, and they have a
Yeah,
ton of AR programs that they use, and the University of Oregon
right,
that I went to has a bunch of people who are working on stuff with that. So like I got to see like the back end of that, but
right.
um, they've been changing their like AR filters into their AR glasses, and that really helps. But for me, the Snapchat app is just too overwhelming, and I don't understand anything that's happening on there. And it's like like I'm in Vegas, and there's just like a thousand things going on. I'm like, I can't, I don't know what's happening here. So it's
Oh
really hard for me to
man,
get into the glasses because I don't like their
yeah. That's
app.
that makes yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Um,
But that's what I'm wondering about this. If they can do immersive, that'd be great. Then, and if I can plug it into a computer, and if I can't do the WebXR into the glasses, then what?
oh no. Oh wait, are you guys still here?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, cool. I thought it was me. Everyone like stopped moving, and I was like, "Oh no." Oh man. Yeah, and I think that it could be. And the thing about PR1 that they're kind of advertising is that everything is like a copy of the real world. So what do you call that? Doubling. Um, I know it's yeah, everything's supposed to be a digital twin. Um, but I have so many questions about what that means in terms of building in their on their space, because like it, the RP1, because they're yeah, they have everything that's like browser based. So it's like, WebXR, which is kind of like what you're talking about. And they also have everything's location based, which is very interesting. But then what if I go to the Bank of America building in like downtown Portland, and I claim that space and I build on it, and then Bank of America wants to build on that space, and then they're like, okay, well, we're taking it over. And then like what happens if they say you can only build on land if you own that land, and then nobody will be able to build anything. um, so like there's kind of a lot of questions on like who has priority and who can build where, and like can I go into a digital twin of a world and be like, I don't like this company, so I'm going to put up this protest building in a virtual space to kind of denigrate what they are. Like, is that a possibility, or Yeah, that's a good question. I would you guys be interested in having them come here and speak, because they seemed pretty interested in talking to people. Yeah. They might be mad that they have to go on to another digital platform to advertise their digital platform. But we could also change the location, if that makes sense. Would anyone hate going? Yeah. I've been thinking about branching out a little bit just to kind of like accommodate people. Yeah, I was also thinking about that. Yeah, just having the normal map. I accidentally uploaded the wrong map, and I was like, I'm not changing it. It's too late. We're already doing this. I was trying to update it at like 5 in the morning last week, and the other map wouldn't update, and I was like, you know what? I give up. I don't even care anymore. And then I got on today, and the map was here, and I was like, oh, that's why it wasn't uploading. Never mind. So that was disappointing. um, but yeah, we could have the presentation in like both worlds, which would be kind of cool. Anyone else got any ideas? Any thoughts? I saw. I don't know if you sent me the Gaussian splat video. Can't really watch it at the moment, but
Yeah.
You want to talk about that?
No, I don't understand what they're talking about really.
Okay.
But I thought it could be interesting as a technical thing to have watch at least, so I have some know-how about it. Talking about changing out triangles on the graphics to something else.
Oh yeah, it's more like pixels, but in a three-dimensional space. I've done some Gaussian splats of different places in Japan actually, where you just kind of scan a world, and I used it through I want to say it was like the Niantic app. Scaniverse, there we go. No, I use Scaniverse, yeah. And it's kind of cool because like once you get like the dots in where they are in a three-dimensional space, you can create the images and they look realistic. Like you can, I want to say you can put them in like a virtual space like this. I wanted to experiment with that, but I haven't had time. Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. And I did, yeah. I posted some really interesting ones. The Diversity Gundam is this giant Gundam, and that one was really cool. And I am acquainted with one of the social media employees at Scaniverse. Like I don't know him well, but I've talked to him a few times, and when I posted my stuff, he shared it, which was really cool. So got a good bit of traction on that. Yeah. I did it through the app of Scaniverse, so you kind of like you kind of take a video, but it just separates them into individual shots, where you just like take your phone and you kind of like, yeah, you just kind of like walk around something. You're like, uh, no, nothing like that. Vario, I think it's Vario. No, I haven't seen that one. Yeah. Right.
down to this, but it's my version of a file format. It's like
Yeah, everyone wants to be the
But
first.
was this that voxel thing from the beginning, or is this like voxels, or but another instead of voxels, it's this splatter thing as well, or?
I mean, yeah, the Gaussian splats are not really voxels. I think they are. I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. Like I know kind of, but like if you're quizzing me on it, I'm gonna miss some points. But yeah, they're just kind of like, I don't know, just like little dots of color. Like if you really like get into it. So like if you zoom in too much, then everything just turns into a blurry mess.
which I hate that blurry. That drives me nuts when I see that blurriness.
Yeah. I wanted to try.
Apps that try that do streaming, that stream splats, so you can walk through a space, and it'll just keep bringing in a new part of it, a new section, as you're walking through a space.
Yeah. And I've seen some that are like nature walks that I think would be really great in VR, because one of the harder things to do is like make worlds that have like a lot of foliage that look realistic and like natural. So I would really like to go through like just kind of like a beautiful forest, or like a trail that feels actually natural and
Have that
organic.
blurriness in there too, and like it sort of takes
Yeah.
away from the look.
As long as you don't get close to anything, you're good to go. just just don't smell the grass. Don't touch it. Um, but yeah, I think that's definitely something I want to check out a little bit more, doing like Gaussian splats, but kind of like trying to split my attention so much. And I think that's been like one of the hardest things, is like every time I try to learn something new, everyone's kind of onto a new thing. And then especially like with AI, like I feel like no matter where I turn, that's the only thing anyone's talking about. And I'm like, well, it's not that I'm not interested, but I'm like kind of over it. You know what I mean? Just like getting inundated with it all the time, and everything is just kind of um, not necessarily bad, but everything feels like kind of a weird nightmarish like level of detail, where most things are in the place where they're supposed to be, but then there's just enough off where it's like uncanny valley. And I feel like I'm just going through what feels like a legitimate nightmare. Not like, I don't know. Like that's when I see a lot of AI stuff. That's what I just, it just reminds me of how I see dreams, where things are like mostly right, but if you really look at it, they're all off. And that's the only thing I feel like I've seen for the past 2 years. And that and everything that's like in going on in the world, I'm like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's real. I don't like. I've never wanted to touch grass more. Yeah, it's real. Um, I need to mow my lawn. um, yeah, as an adult, I've never been more excited to mow my lawn.
They
uh,
did in Old Space. They had a place where you could mow your lawn. It was funny.
adult simulator.
Did a lawnmower had a beer holder?
Oh, it'd be good. Just a little. um, but yeah, just kind of talk about like the PCVR stuff that I was just thinking about. Um, it feels like a lot of people aren't super interested in VR, um, and that I think that's because there's like AR and people just kind of use XR in general. Where even people, I listened to Voices of VR podcast the other day, and it was all about AI, and it was just got very philosophical, and it's one of those things where anytime I feel like I'm trying to be immersed in the VR world, that's not what they talk about. They talk about anything else but the VR world, and that's kind of why I appreciated like being in the PCVR area, was because the people who are there, and it just feels less like everything is trying to take your attention away from you, and you can just enjoy the graphics and the environment and being present in the space. Also, it didn't look like a cartoon, which is it sounds familiar, but I don't know. Okay. Hmm. Oh, nice. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, and that's actually one of the yeah. That definitely feels like um yeah, and I get why. Cuz it's like trying to get people into a digital space is very difficult, and by using a web browser you can just like get on, click a link and you're there. Um s- right. And then it's hard because there's like a balance between making it accessible and easy to get onto, but also making it worthwhile to be there. Um, so it, I kind of yeah, that it's really difficult, and I think that in another 10 years we'll get there. But um, yeah. Hmm. Yeah.
They're hit or miss on the quality though, because trying to keep them alive and stuff. Like I said, give me an agent looking guy, and he gave me a guy, but he had short arms and short legs. I'm like, oh no, long arms and short legs. I'm like, this looks like shit.
Gorilla.
I know. It just didn't. I mean,
On
it
the
looks
website,
good and
I
everything else, but it was just like, it's just weird.
yeah. On the Meshy website, I think you can make like different reference images, so you can make the sides like you can make the sides and the front and stuff like that, which is really nice, and that
Yeah, you got to make
makes
those more. You got to make them bigger though. I think to have them cheaper.
yeah. But also I'm slowly turning against them just because their ad campaign. I'm like, I know Meshy exists. I get it. I know it's there. I've used it. Cool. Good to go. But every time I go on anything, I get inundated with ads for Meshy, and it's like
Oh,
so
yeah,
many
on all your
ads.
other things. It
Yeah.
happens on anything. I started looking up AR glasses. Now all I see are AR glasses in my ads. That's all I see now.
Yeah. It well, yeah, I think the problem is like the Meshy ads are so disingenuous. Um, it kind of drives me crazy because I can see predatory practices really easily in advertising because I've done a lot of studying for it, and anytime I see it now, it's just like a really big like annoyance. I'm like, I know what you're doing, I can see what you're doing, and I don't like it. Which doesn't help me because I know how to do the advertising and I know how to do all the practices, but I'm like, I'm kind of ethically against all of them, which is not a good thing. And also, I like 3D modeling.
I've tried a few of them, and it's a hit or miss on these things.
Yeah.
Blender, I just can't. I can never remember it. I come back to it from Unity. I'm like, what the hell I gotta do again? It's like, you don't use it all the time. It's got the interface drives me nuts because it's got all these little things you gotta know and tweaks, and I just don't practice it enough to even keep memory of it. But
Yeah.
um,
It's kind of a monster of a program because they have so much going on in it.
and the interface got carried away. That's what I would say. They just got carried away, and they start putting all these little tweaks and bobs and little things in here and there, and then it's not. It doesn't. It's not very fluid. You got to know all the steps. You got to know that you got to do this. You got to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't do it right, you're not going to get the result you want.
Very true.
If you know what you're doing, it's very powerful. But the
Yeah.
problem is, for the metaverse, I want to take something and export it. Well, Blender can break any file format in 2 seconds because it'll exceed its capabilities. So
Mm.
either it'll give you shaders that aren't compatible with GLB files, or something like that. It'll output, it'll create a file for you, but the file's worthless because it didn't bring the textures in, or it brought in
Wow.
unused BSD, principal BSD format for the shader, so it won't work. So you have to have all that compatibility, and I fight with it with FBX files. Sometimes it'll get textures, sometimes it doesn't want to give me my textures.
Hmm.
It's annoying. Because I'm usually
Um.
trying to bring someone's Sketchfab thing and modifying it, or something like that.
Yeah, just doing like some small stuff. I like using what is it? The Autodesk one. It's really expensive though. As far uh
Is it Revit?
n- no, it's not Revit. Like again, running off of like 4 hours of sleep. But it's really expensive, and that's kind of the problem. I got it through a student.
It's not. Is it a CAD program?
Yeah, yeah. It's
It's not
what
Onshape, is it? No, Onshape's a different company. That's a CAD program, though. Autodesk.
is it called?
Um,
Why can't I remember it? Gotta sit here and look it up real quick.
I feel like I should know it too, and I'm not. I'm drawing a blank.
Bum, bum, bum. But it's the cost is prohibitively expensive, but it's such a good program. Why can't I find it? Logitech. Maya, there we go. Oh yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like, it's a really good program, and I've had a lot of fun using it. And then once my student subscription runs out, yeah, in like October, I'm like, well, that was fun. Let's learn a new program.
Oh, I think Babylon 5 was made with Maya. I think.
What was?
I don't remember. Yeah, the TV series. Yeah, I believe it was. I don't remember.
Oh yeah, so the event is officially over, but Iron Wolf, you were talking about Pony's other world, the Nottron one.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it.
Anybody who was hanging out watching, thanks for watching. Actually, I am, but no one's watching.
You're talking about the
See you later.
Sakurai.